Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Welcome to this week's edition of World Crisis Radio. This is Webster Tarpley reporting to you here from Washington, D.C. Now, this is the week of the Davos World Economic Forum, and we're told that 1,700 private jets have come to land in the airport there in Davos. And you'll remember Davos, of course, is the Magic Mountain from the celebrated novel by Thomas Mann. It used to be a tuberculosis sanitarium, and now it ought to be a mental institution. The world oligarchy gathers there. It's interesting. There's a lot of emphasis on Bilderberg. Sure, Bilderberg, all well and good, depending on the time, in terms of its importance, right? It's obviously an important target to expose, and the trilaterals. But the Davos meeting, of course, is it's certainly larger than any of those, and it may be more influential, although maybe a little bit less centralized. So that's Davos. That's where the oligarchs go, but the world historical individuals are gathered in Silver Spring, Maryland, when you hear this, right outside the District of Columbia, right, a few blocks from the D.C. line in Silver Spring, Maryland. And if you want to come over, there's still time. If you hear this early on Saturday, come on over on Saturday afternoon. The sessions on Saturday will be from 10 to 1, from 2 to 5, and from 7 to 10. So there's a whole schedule on the Saturday. And then on Sunday, it'll be from 11 to 5, a rousing wrap-up, followed by a celebration, we hope, of the Greek election results, the downfall of austerity, the first successful anti-austerity regime change in the Western world. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to send an email to Tax Wall Street Party, TaxWallStreet, Party, all one word, all small, no dots, no underlines, no spaces. TaxWallStreetParty@gmail.com, TaxWallStreetParty@gmail.com, and someone will get back to you soon, and we'll see whether you can be accommodated. Obviously, not everyone is suitable. Not everybody would want this. We'll give you a rundown on what it is, because it's heavy duty. In the meantime, read Surviving the Cataclysm, whatever you do, and take a look at Plato's Republic. So Davos goes on. What else is happening? The king of Saudi Arabia, Abdullah, has died at 91. Now, the official successor in this system, if we can call it that, is Prince Salman, who represents the new generation, fresh and spry, at only 79, according to some accounts, or 80 years of age. So we go from a nonagenarian to an octogenarian, Salman. However, is this the time when the process is destined to be interrupted? It could be. We know that Prince Bandar had been under some kind of legal attack, some people say arrested, some years ago now. Bandar actually was out of circulation for a while, as far as we can tell here in the West. Bandar was accused of attempting to interfere with the succession in the royal family. And of course, Bandar is the evil demiurge of this entire Saudi operation, right? If we have the pump, baby, pump policy of dumping oil on the world, gratifying as it may be here in the short term to pay less, Bandar may have a word to say about the succession. This is a little bit like the death of Brezhnev and then you get Chernyenko, and Andropov is waiting in the wings, something like that. Bandar would like to speed this stuff up, right? Because he's no spring chicken either. So Abdullah has departed from this world, and it's very interesting. Abdullah had done everything possible to overthrow Assad, but guess what? Assad has the last laugh, and so should he. And this interference, right? The subversion practiced by the Saudi royal family has turned out to be a failure. And how interesting. Now, we have to send out our condolences, really, to the American people. The principal issue on the economic front in the world is deflation. We're going to tell you about Mario Draghi's quantitative easing plan, 1.1 trillion euros over the next 18 months or so. However, we know here in the United States, the average person now believes that deflation is not an economic problem. They believe that deflation is a matter of tampering with a football to make the football less inflated and allegedly easier to hold on to. The New England Patriots football team, if I've got it right, are accused of under-pumping the football in their last game, right, which put them on the track to the Super Bowl. And we've just had the entire, it was comparable to the State of the Union address, right? This past Tuesday, we had Obama's State of the Union address. This afternoon here, and we're talking the 22nd, recording early. It's Thursday the 22nd. We're recording early because of the seminar in Silver Spring. We had the quarterback of the New England Patriots getting almost as many television networks for his press conference as Obama had gotten for his State of the Union address. So Deflategate is here. But dear friends, it is not a matter of football. Wake up, America. Get serious. P.T. Barnum was right. There's one born every minute. I urge people, turn away from false consciousness, alienation, fetishism of money, fetishism of gold, reification, all those terrible plagues, or simpler as P.T. Barnum had it. There's a sucker born every minute, and we seem to have had that clock running overtime here in the U.S. Deflation is an economic problem, and it is a serious one. Just to remind you, in 1931, 32, 33, what you had here in the U.S. was deflation, nothing else. And we also have to put this in perspective for our dear European friends. Deflation is worse than hyperinflation. Worse. How do we know? In 1920, we had that deflationary crash that all the libertarians think was so great. They love it. That's their program. They practically run on it, right? Peter Schiff, Ron Paul, the 1920 deflationary crash. That was great, wasn't it? Yeah. Permanent benefit? Mussolini's seizure of power in Italy, the coming of fascism. Factor that into your Austrian equation. Mussolini's March on Rome, October 1922, direct consequence of the worldwide economic crash slowdown in 1920 and 1921. It's as easy as pie, plain as the nose on your face. So there's one kind of fascism brought to you by deflation. And in 1929, what happened? Well, 1929, stock market crash, worldwide deflation. Then by September of 1930, the Nazis had their first big breakthrough. They got several hundred members in the Reichstag, the German parliament. Ultimately, 1929 is what opened the door for Hitler and the Nazis. How about that? Deflation, both times. By contrast, the great hyperinflation of 1923 that they never stopped telling us about did not bring fascism. It was at the end of it that Hitler founded his movement. But 1923 is not as bad as 1929. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. When the cleaners ruined some special clothing, all they could do was show us a sign that said they weren't responsible. But when they got the letter from one of our Legal Shield attorneys, he promptly gave us a check for $1,152. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Sling bow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of sling bow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Adam Miller here with Midas Resources. Today, January 19th, 2015, gold opened at $1276.40. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $1322.93, $661.47 for a half ounce, or $330.73 for a quarter ounce. That's $1258.35, $661.47, and $330.73.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? Wait a sec. Gold and silver is going up while Congress is trying to settle on the next debt increase. And there's no end to this madness. That old 401k and IRA can be converted into physical gold without tax consequences. I explained this in my book, 10 Reasons to Buy Gold. Don't let time slip away. Call for your free copy today, 800-686-2237. Get away from that Washington spin and get honest answers about gold. 800-686-2237. The book is free, 800-686-2237.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
I'm Kay Swirling from KSCO Radio in Santa Cruz. I'm 93 years old, and I'm a big fan of Alex Jones because he has the courage to speak his mind more than just about anyone I know. Alex is just as bothered as I am about all the advertising you hear for toxic prescription drugs that make you sicker, not healthy. I prefer to give my body all 90 essential nutrients it needs for life to prevent disease, not compound it. My favorite complete supplement is Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Youngevity, which I take every day along with EFA Plus and Beyond OsteoFX. I recommend you go online to InfoWarsTeam.com to purchase these products and make them part of your daily regimen to get healthy and live longer. InfoWarsTeam.com.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
Welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Webster Tarpley reporting here from Washington, D.C., and we're recording early. We're recording on the late afternoon of Thursday, the 22nd of January. And this means that we're now only got a couple of days until the landmark Greek elections. They will occur on Sunday, the 25th of January, when the